Hello. I've decided to make it. I saw this channel, and I thought it was neat that there was a turtlewow video because I was playing that also. As you can see, but I happen to be on the same server, but on the Horde. tel'abim, but on the Horde. But unlike in real WoW, you can make Horde and Alliance PvP characters in the same server. So I will make another. And I saw that his videos seem to be oriented toward beginners or people who had not played the game before. So we'll start from level 1. I liked the way that he read all the quests. So I will do that as well. You know, the quest font is a little hard to read in this game. But anyhow, roastbeast. And I'm going to be doing what I call an ozorb run. Here's the intro. Well, the human intro.
The noble humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion decimated their sister kingdom of Lordaeron, the defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands.
It's a cool city.
Nestled in the foothills of Elwyn Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions of human power in the world. Ruled by the Child King Anduin Wrynn, the people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant
I guess you'll see this yourself.
With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens.
It's free.
You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within.
Especially
now is the
server
time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
This server needs more people. It's very fun, and the people are fun and pretty cool. But there's not enough people at times. It's hard to find a dungeon group. And the busiest hours, although I suppose this is different for imported cheese because of where he is, but they're the busiest in Europe hours, which is not my hours. So anyhow, we're gonna start here. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing an ozorb. Oh right, well that means I'm not gonna be reading the quest text. I'm gonna do an ozorb run, which is called an ozorb run by me because of my character Ozorb, who I did it with on Classic WoW Original, where I got not quite to level 60, but well I got to level 60 eventually. But I got pretty far just by... I didn't do quests. I didn't use the auction house or buy anything. I just hit things. I killed things. I did mining and I ate food and I fished. And it's a fun way to do it if you played all the quests a million times before. Or several times before. But anyhow, although reading them all again would also be fun. Well, I'm gonna do the ozorb run. Well, you know what? I'm gonna read the quests, but I'm not gonna do them. Okay. So now that I have that worked out. Anyway, it's a very good game. People can be very intimidating about.
Good day to you.
Good day. World of Warcraft, because they think it's you know, you gotta play it right or whatever, but it's not that big a deal. It's not supposed to be that, like, I mean, you can play it very seriously, but anyway, I wish more people would play it. I hope you strapped your belt on tight, young warrior. That's probably not what he sounds like. I hope you strapped your belt on tight, young warrior, because there is work to do here in Northshire. And I don't mean farming.
The Stormwind guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here with so many of us in distant lands and so many threats pressing close. And so we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home and their alliance. If you're here to answer the call, then speak with Marshal McBride. He's inside the abbey behind me.
See you later.
No, yeah, see you. I'm not doing that. So it's a pretty slow start an Ozorb run. Just go off and start whacking things. Pretty cool. And it's pretty fun to remember. You end up in weird places. So yeah, I got to level maybe 50 or something before I started doing quests, because that was where I hadn't done that many of the quests by that point. So, first things you want to do, I like to turn on auto loot. Where's auto loot? Where's auto loot? Where's auto loot? Where the hell's auto loot? I'm gonna turn on auto loot when we find it. Open loot window at cursor. Seriously, where is it? Is it advanced option? No, I don't think so. Well, we're gonna need the action bars anyway, but later. You're gonna want to turn those on. Seriously, where's auto loot? Okay, well, I'm gonna leave that for now. Maybe it's not in this. That'd be weird though. Oh. Wait, is it key binding? I don't remember. Anyway, I like to make auto run. Oh, it's already K. Okay, so we're good. Anyway, as you can see, I'm playing Warrior, which if you watch Mr. Cheese's video, he might have said. I saw he said things about the classes. I didn't watch the whole video. I'm not one for. Well, I might, but I don't really watch that. Well, it's a stream. It's not live to watch the video. And I already it was I know about World of Warcraft. I've done that quest before. So the one who's doing the paladin epic thing. Not in this, but
Not in a raid.
Anyway, so this is a pretty boring way to start. We're gonna go whacking a wolf. But it's sort of freeing because it's not like, okay, I'm gonna do 8 and then I'm gonna go back and tell the guy that I killed 8 wolves. This is what I'm doing. It's yeah. So you end up finding neat places on an Ozorb run, and kind of really feeling like you're part of it. It's not like you're just kind of going through people complain about a theme park MMO, which is basically that you're just kind of like going through things and being shown flashy things like a theme park. Kill the hell out of that wolf, and basically it doesn't feel like a real place. And people complain about that with later WoW expansions. Like they didn't sound like it didn't feel like a real place. But I think it really does make me feel like one to be doing this. Anyway, so because the experience in this is twice as fast. Twice as fast as what I did before, which did take quite a while. But anyway, it's not too bad. Now you'll see that my play style is a little bit different from Mr. Cheese, who whatever else you may say is a good player. I can tell that right away because he does not do this, for example, just walk backwards, which is slow, and you shouldn't do it. He's always looking with his mouse. See, like this is how good players do it. They're looking with the mouse. I don't do that. I'm not a good player. Also, my mouse is really hard. But anyway, it keeps double clicking, which is fine, sort of. But make that a little difficult. Anyway, I also think this thing, yeah, it was hard for me to watch people play like that. It's like, I can't, like, it's really disorienting to me. Sort of. Like, it's like watching people play an FPS. It's just going around too much. Anyway, we're getting on toward level 3 here. It's pretty fast on those. Get to level 3. You know, it's not, you know, you're basically, you know, it's very, very, very clean in a way, because, you know, you don't end up carrying random letters from people and this and that, and like your bag's full of stuff. You're like, oh, I gotta do there and do this and then do that. You know, you just walk out of town instead of, you know, dealing with the problems yourself. I mean, do you need to be told, like, it's a problem that there's wolves all around the town? I don't think so. Obviously, that's a problem. Okay, we're level 3. Now, one issue, to some extent, in an ozorb run, is that you don't get very much money. Because the quest gives a lot of money compared to other things. But you know, I don't recall. I don't believe I used the auction house to buy anything, but perhaps I did use the auction house to sell things. So, but maybe that I will do that. I think I should be able to afford from that little haul. Perhaps the warrior training. And I will. The other thing was I was doing the class quests.
Hey there.
We got battle shout and 10 copper. But yeah, we're gonna need a silver each for these level 4 things. That's level 6. So we're gonna need 2 silver.
See you later.
You may or may not have that. Anyway. It's it really, you know, it gets you thinking about every pity. You know, it's kind of like you know, doing one of the Pokemon runs where you can't use the Pokemon Center or whatever. Not like as hard as that, but anyway, you know, it's also good, I think, for, you know, if you're like, okay, I want to like watch. You know, I just, like, I want to watch something, or, like, I'm trying to watch something, but I think it's, like, not quite enough stimulation. I need to look at my fingers. But, like, you don't want to be reading quest text, or, like, remembering where you have to go, or, like, whatever. Now, obviously, you could just, like, do this sometimes during the course of a regular one, but whatever. I find it, you know, when you're going in and out of doing the quests, you know, it is nice to do them as he did in a real long session, and I see why he does them that way, because you know, you get confused. And 12 hours is quite a long time to be talking, and really quite. It's not constant. It's pretty much constant. You know, when you're streaming something, I imagine. Oh, we gotta get our battle out and put it in our bar. Put it number 4. Sorry, please. Anyway. We're killing these wolves a little faster now, as you can see. They're level 1. Just the higher level is something you want to get more, you know, chance to critical hit it and whatever. And, you know, two pelts. We're level 3. You know, the other thing is you kind of learn which enemy types are fun to kill and which are not so fun. Wolves are... Wolves, you know, they give you all this stuff, which is fine, but they don't really give you much for equipment. Like, their chance of that is not great. They don't drop money. We got 1 silver, so we're probably going to be there. But we can head across... hop across this river here, and start fighting these defious guys who are a little tougher to kill. They're level 3, so we're coming over here at level 3. It's pretty reasonable. Yeah. And they will give you know, a coin each, some linen cloth, which can be useful. But they are aggressive. And so, oh, now we're getting attacked by 2. Okay. Now I think it will be interesting. Let's see if I think I'm gonna beat these guys. Okay. They don't run away, I suppose. Okay. You know, that was level 4 and level 3, so we're doing pretty good here. Anyhow, so I hope to get this character up to, you know, speed up to level 60 and play with Mr. Cheese. Although I didn't watch the video really to find out what he does. I saw the people he's playing with were all in different guilds. I don't know if he does raids or, you know, well, whatever. Which I've not really done. I have a kind of problem where I don't get to the max level. I want to make a new character once I get, you know, the max level. When you're at, you know, you're doing the end game stuff, you got the whole group of people, the whole raid, and you gotta, you know, you do your raid on a night or whatever.
More raids.
And you can be doing PvP the rest of the time, but it gets so complicated. There's so many buttons. So it's hard, and it's very tempting for me to go back to starting a new character with different spells, and not as many of them at first. And a new sort of things to be doing. I like to play warrior reasonably well. My first character was a paladin, like he was playing, which is fairly fun. It's kind of like warrior, except you can heal yourself. You know, this goes with a 2-minute cooldown. You gotta keep. You know, it's not quite as easy. You can't heal yourself or put yourself in a bubble. Oh, yeah, hold on. Okay. Let's go back and get this spell. But the thing about it is that, because pretty much everything you do, the damage comes from your equipment. Oh, these wolves aren't angry. They're gonna attack me anyway.
Not enough.
Okay. They're yellow rather than red. You really feel, you know, when you get an upgrade to your equipment, you really feel it. You know, it's definitely a challenge. Now I saw, I forgot if I started there in this video, but on the, you know, I have a goblin warrior, which goblin is one of the very new races they added in turtlewow. Well, it's in regular WoW, but it wasn't in it in vanilla. Or until several expansions in. We only have that 2 silver, so good that we killed some of those Defias guys. Yeah, and the problem was that I didn't do an ozorb run, but you get the experience so fast that I kind of got like higher level, like way higher level than the gear I had, which the gear is very important for a warrior. So I basically couldn't fight things that were my own level. Like, it was really like barely winning against like an ogre my own level, which is pathetic. We're gonna head out of this starting zone here. There's not much more to do. Well, that's pretty much as far as the enemies go. And it's, you know, I like a challenge. So I'm gonna put that there, that there. That's just how I like numbers. I like this.
How are you?
Toss a coin with the trade discount. Hey, excuse me. I have a request for you. I said it. It makes me so nervous to approach people leaving the Abbey, but it's the only way I can possibly get my wish fulfilled. Oh, the request, of course. You see, I love to visit Stormwind City and see my friend Suzetta at the Galena Winery, and I always walk past the fountain in the trade district, you know, the one next to the bank. If you're heading towards the city, could you toss this coin into the fountain for good luck? I've heard that if you toss a coin in, your wish will come true. My wish is to visit Stormwind again as soon as possible. Oh, and if you could, please send my greetings to Suzetta Galena. Sorry.
See you later.
I'm not doing that. But she sounded angry. But they added a number of quests to this compared to the original one. That's a new one. That's not in the original one. This is a lot of reading. Well, he was only reading the quests he was doing, not like everyone he walked by. Every adventurer should test when exhaustion sets in, and there is no finer place to get rest. Every adventurer should rest when exhaustion sets in, not test. Like, how long can you stay up? But anyway, and 12 hours is a long time, and there is no finer place to get rest and relaxation than at the Lion's Pride Inn. My best friend, innkeeper Farley, runs the Lion's Pride. If you tell him I sent you, he may give you the special discounted rates on food and drink. To find the Lion's Pride Inn, travel south along the road from here. You can't miss it. I will get a pumpkin. No, I don't.
Safe travels.
I don't want. I'm making it on my own. I don't care about saying hi to the innkeeper or whatever. No, none of that for me. One thing I got the Blessing of Might. I'm not going to say what that guy's name is. One thing that gets me a little about this game is people got rude names. Anyhow, he is so angry at him for giving me a blessing. He just wants to hit that guy. Okay, he's like, oh shoot, I'm dying. What the hell? Oh, I didn't realize there were two guys hitting me. Okay, that's death number 1. Okay. Anyway, I don't know if you even saw him die when he's playing, because he's like a good player. But like, dying happens a lot as a warrior. It's pretty much impossible as a paladin. You can literally put yourself in a bubble and use your hearthstone to teleport home. Anyway, dying is really annoying some of the time. You have to walk to your corpse in the graveyard in ghost mode, where you walk a little faster, not that much faster. And you can kind of just like put it on auto run, like it just runs you straight forward, and just like go get a drink of water or something. It's not too bad, depending. But in areas that are like windier, it's kind of annoying. But anyhow, but it's not as big of a deal in Ozorb, in an Ozorb run, because you're not like off in some weird corner doing some weird quest. You just literally like walk outside the town and hit things and then die and go right back. But anyhow, there's still level 1 wolves out here. The other nice thing is you don't even have to really think. You just tab. Oh shoot! That other wolf doesn't. The wolves are friends with each other, even though they're yellow. Okay, I'm having some problems with these devious cut places. They do some kind of like big hit on me. Oh shoot! I thought I was going to the town. Okay, we're gonna be more careful. Because watching me run back to I went to a different graveyard this time. Watching me run back to my corpse is not the most entertaining thing. Anyway, we got 4 abilities at the moment. We got charge, which I should be, and you can use rage and stuns them for a second. 1 second. I died so recently that I have to wait. It's pathetic. Rend uses the rage that you generate. This is the rage bar. It fills up, and then like from hitting things and getting hit. This, it says positive will bleed for 15 damage over 9 seconds. So that's, really not very much damage. It's maybe like 2 sword hits, which doesn't feel like much, but the little things count when all you can do is hit people with a sword rather than do anything. And the main ability, the one we started with, just hits for more. So you see, this one is worth using. It's less rage, 10 rage for 15 damage. This one's 15 for 11. So it's worth using, even though it doesn't really look like it. Anyway, that, might be a weird thing to, they'd be like, of course, it's an ability that you have. Why would you not use it? Well, when I was a kid playing Paladin, I really, would, try the abilities. And if they didn't seem like they did much, I would just, not use them. This led to probably, the slowest. I was playing the game for, 2 years, and, I didn't have that much time play per day. But anyway, it took me a long time, and I never really got like to level 60 until later. But let's see, what is there around here? Maybe I should just go back to the starting zone. No, we could probably take this level 5 wolf, especially if we charge it. Which I didn't die. I lost the blessing of might that's on me from that paladin. Alright,
Need more rage.
it's going okay. We need to get to level 5 before we can make equipment. But yeah, it's pretty crucial to have equipment in an Ozorb run because you don't get stuff from quests. I may have done each dungeon once. Like, I wouldn't repeat them for more stuff if I didn't get stuff the first time. So I may do that, but it's pretty funny to do it, and I only get one try. Like, if my group like breaks up, like, that's it. Well, maybe that's stupid because people play random, I suppose, but you know what I mean. Yeah, if I complete it once, well, then there's an incentive to like screw up and like not finish it, so I get to try again. I don't know. But it's funny because your equipment is like often not very good, and then you're kind of bad, and people are like, "Why are you bad?" And you're like, "Well, I'm doing this thing where I don't do quests," and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Well, sorry." But anyway, let's see. We're looking for some. Okay, we need to get to level 5 here. There's too many. We're gonna go back to the starting zone. These devious cut purses are standing too close together. Go back behind this little wall here and hit more level 1 wolves for a minute. Yes, it is an auspicious sign that I was blessed by a paladin with might after, like Jesus the paladin. So it's a good sign. Yeah, we're killing these wolves like nothing now. Faster than we even have the charges even up. Now, my favorite thing to play is actually the orc warrior, because it's just a stupid reason. See, when I use heroic strike on this guy, he spins around like that, and I think that looks silly because people don't do that in real life. But that's and the orc doesn't spin around; he just raises his axe really high up and gets it. But anyway. I don't know. I haven't played a lance in a while. I was just playing. Yeah, so I was playing on this other warrior, and it may seem like didn't you just play whatever? Didn't I just play warrior? That was an arms warrior, which is very different from a fury warrior, which is not what I'm going to be doing this time. Which I haven't really done before. I'm not very familiar with it. I mean, it's pretty similar in hits and stuff, but I think it's slightly more complicated in terms of you have to use different abilities from different stances. Which is like, I'm in the only battle stance right now. They give you different things, and you have different sets of things. And when you change between them, you lose all your rage unless you have a talent that keeps some of it. So you gotta like time when you're gonna change from one to the other, or you can lose all the rage you've been raging up. But compared to doing a long quest line, there may not be that much to talk about on an Ozorb run. At least until later, when you're entering sketchy situations, and trying to, for example, take on, multiple guys at once to rack up more experience. And something you can do as an arms warrior is to combine cleave with sweeping strikes, which means you do 4 hits for 1 hit, although you have to build up some rage. And obviously this, you do 2 hits on 2 things for 1 hit, and obviously this, adds up to a lot, and you can break some things out, you can kill some yetis and stuff pretty quickly with that. But anyhow, I'm trying to get to level 5 here. So then we can go afford to learn to be trained in mining and blacksmithing. And then we can go about and collect ore and make it into better things. Unless we should chance to find something that is the only way which we will get better things. We can perhaps buy this from a vendor if we feel like it, but it's rarely very good. It's occasionally worth it, but we really haven't gotten anything. It's probably like painful for people who are like good at this game to play, but you know, I don't. I'm more, you know, I like the, I like to watch the swords swing. I can't jump around. Anyway, 2 copper, 3 copper, we're getting there. Now another nice thing, another thing about turtlewow is in addition to having twice the experience gained for the classic WoW, so it's probably painful to go back to it from this, but anyway,
I can't do that yet.
You know, it's really incredible what they've done adding custom content to it. Wow, which, you know, I'll say I maybe, you know, 10 years ago or something, I was like,
That ability is,
you know, when private servers started to become a thing, I was like, it'd be really cool if somebody did that, although it's probably pretty hard. They finally have. And the custom stuff is pretty good. A little rough around the edges compared to what was done by Blizzard, but, you know, they haven't that many years, and they're cracking into something else's game. Anyhow, so I was playing my warrior bollocks, and rather than...
Not ready.
And I was doing quests, but then you gain experience really fast. And I wasn't doing blacksmithing, so I wasn't making my own stuff. I did, they added jewel crafting,
More rage.
which was a profession. Okay, we're level 5, so we get mining and whatever. Although we might have to come back. I think we could probably kill things now. But no reason not to. Just attack it. Jewel crafting is what I was doing. This is the thing that they added in. We got a short bow there. Well, we don't. Well, we can buy arrows, so now we have a bow. That's actually very useful. That's pretty darn lucky. There's no way to make that. You know, they added something called, I think, transport to turtlewow as well, which I don't really support, but that's another matter. It does not diminish my enjoyment such that I want to play it. Anyhow, it's basically you can make one piece of gear look like another, and people use it so, because like the top level stuff is like, you'd have all the same stuff basically. If you were like 3 warriors, you'd like all have the same kind of thing, and you can use the transmogrification to make it so you look different, which is fun, I guess, but it also means that you can't like see what stuff people have that easily, and it's just, I mean, it's not what you're wearing, like, it's stupid. Anyway, what do we got? 2 silver, not too bad. Yeah. So I was on Bollocks, my goblin warrior. Sorry for that being rude. And I was just complaining about that, right? But it's a goblin, so that's why it's fine. And it's like spelled like Bollix, like goblin, like style. There's like plenty of goblins in the game named stuff like that, so I consider that hardly a problem. But anyway, I basically ran completely out of money, couldn't afford my abilities from the warrior trainer, didn't have like any gear, and it was pretty hard to find a dungeon group. Maybe this was the hours I was playing, but I couldn't really. I mean, I was basically like trying to find one for Scarlet Monastery, and because I wanted to try this new region they had added, Grim Reaches, but I couldn't do anything in it, even though it was my level, because I could barely kill one thing my level, and if I got attacked by 2 things, I would die. Which right now, yeah, if I got attacked by 2 level 5 things, I would like probably die pretty hard. So it's kind of like that sometimes, but you know, oh, I think the fishing person's there, but I'm gonna prioritize that for a minute. Yeah, so I ran totally out of money, couldn't do anything. I was in these dungeons. I mean, I was probably doing like terrible damage in the group, like if I was gonna join one, but they didn't want me. Well, no, I just couldn't really find a group. I probably wouldn't have been that hard, but you gotta like sit there looking for it. And I didn't want to like, because usually you would like do quests while you're doing that, but I didn't want to go any further because I wanted to try the new region. So I was sort of stuck. So it was very great to see this guy playing it, and excuse to start over. I'm not going to do that same situation. And I'll go try Gurmeech's. The mine in Worcestershire sauce. The mine in Northshire isn't the only one with problems. The mine in Northshire isn't the only one with problems. I have reports that the Fargo Deep mine in Elwyn has also become a haven for kobolds. Explore the mine and confirm these reports, then return to me. The mine is almost due south of Goldshire, between the Stonefield and McClure homesteads. I will go there, but I will not report back to you.
What can I do for you?
For myself.
See you around.
I'm not going to do it. Oh, the Dark Moon Fair is here. How special. That is also auspicious. Are you ready to discover where your fortune lies? Yes. Slay them. You have been what voice does this guy have? You have been tasked by your liege to guard those... That's not really right. What voice does a gnoll make? I don't know. You have been tasked by your liege to guard his fields of corn from poachers and thieves. One night on patrol, you stumble across a haggard man in threadbare clothing stealing corn from the field. You quickly confront him, and he immediately begs for his life. He claims he is stealing the corn to feed his family, since the lord of the land, your liege, demands too much of taxes. Your liege is indeed known for his harsh taxes throughout the land. I'd let him go and have the corn. It's gonna be a lot of mongrel reading. What is it? The cuter terrible beast that's been around the countryside, claiming its ears of trophy. Lately, the beast out in the kind of dusty night, and now it's transport from the big place. Its beast kills us out here. No, really, mind yourself. You know, the dusty minutes later. Well, these aren't. Well, what you could do is say, hey, like, I know you need the money, so like, you can take the money, but like I did it, so like, give me half the money. I don't know, but like taking credit means like he's lying, and then like that's like, you know, putting him in a worse situation than just like whatever. You can see that it missed the thing. What did I get? I got armor. That's useful. Nice. Okay. This is indeed pretty useful. What else can people here do for me? So it lasts for 2 hours. I mean, I think it'll go away if I die, but
I've been
come
expecting
back
you.
and get more spiced beef jerky. Nice.
Be
Okay.
careful.
Dark
My
dog.
goods are of the highest quality.
I will get some cheap beer.
Good luck, friend.
Go. I am tipsy.
You
Very
can't
funny
get
thing
the
in World of
food.
Warcraft, you can get drunk and
You
your
be careful.
character's speech will be slurred, which means that whenever you type in chat can be turned into like SH, which is very funny. Like it'll turn an S into SH and add like hiccups at the end of your like chat lines.
Strength and
I don't
honor.
know what. I don't like have much money. I guess you can just buy herbs from these guys. Okay. Use leather, whatever. That's sweet. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave and get back to what I was doing, which was finding the person who trains me in mining. Which I've done a lot, and you know, I kind of feel silly standing there watching a guy do mining for the umpteenth time, but
Greetings.
I like these more than the other things. sort of. So that's only 9 copper. Good. We will blacksmith. And, well,
see you around.
Pants. You gotta be very frugal with your coins. Not an ozorb run. Now, where is the person who teaches how to do mining? I forget. Cloth and leather armor, weapons, armor, shield, during the blacksmith. Where is it?
Light be with you.
Oh, I think I have to go to Stormwind to do that. Oh, for frick's sake.
Be careful.
All the way to the Dwarven District. All the way to the Dwarven District. Okay. Well, here, I'm going to put this on auto run for a second. Check that everything seems fine with my recording stuff, because I haven't really done this before. It seems fine, I know. It says encoding overloaded, but I guess I'll have to see how that, what kind of problem that is with the output. Perhaps this won't be totally ruined. Marching up to Stormwind, jogging up to Stormwind with our shield on. Press Z to get your stuff. You know, I like just going with the first character that it generates. I got this guy with a mustache and his long hair. It's pretty funny. Anywho, beautiful gates of Stormwind, majestic. A lot of people hanging out. Oh, we can sit in the tent. We can sit in the tent and get some rested. There's 2 tents. Well, on the Horde side, there's sometimes only one. There's sometimes 1 tent. There's sometimes no tents. Yeah. So I would try to recruit people to play for the Horde here, because I think there's, I don't know if there's more alliance, or they just like making tents more. But anyhow, you can see that my rested bar is ticking along there, ticking along. I'll maybe come back and pause the recording for a while or something while I get the rest of these It's raining. Flights of rain. Oh, someone got the dragon. Stuff up there. Falling somebody. Higher ghouls. I can just read chat like while I'm walking. That's always fun. It's been on. We're just heading straight to the. Oops. Yeah. You can link character names in this, like this is a person's name rather than item, which you cannot do that in regular WoW. So they've added a number of subtle and features as well as their own content. Anyway, we're heading through the old town. It's beautiful canals of Stormwind. There is in fact an alligator that lurks in. The Dwarven District to learn how to do some dwarven mining from the dwarves. Actually, I think there's a human who teaches you at first. I don't remember, we'll see. I always found it a little silly. You gotta walk all the way up here just to learn how to mine, even though you can learn to blacksmith down there, but that doesn't do anything for you. Now, you don't have to keep walking back up here because you just learn copper, and that's going to be like we're doing it to level 10 at least, or something. So that's how that is. It's just like you got sages, dark potion, like, where is the mining shop? I remember that it's called Red Canyon Mining. It's around here somewhere. Square. if we find a guard, we can ask him. I've already hit those guards. This is true in real life as well. But I will simply ask a guard if find it. Yeah, I was thinking of my guard. Where is the blade shop, sir? I learned to swing a pickaxe. Attack the rocks. The one complaint I have about Stormwind is it's hard to find a guard. That's not that's the officer Brady who answer questions. Tough to find a guard in Stormwind. It's in Orgrimmar, there's guards all over the place, stomping around. Undercity, there's tons of green blob guys who are the guards there. Where's the guy here? Where the hell is the guy? Literally, where is literally no guys in sight. Okay. I'm gonna try and find him. Like, of course I could just look it up, but you know, I don't do that. Look at the sign over there. Yeah, there's an inn. There's another inn in Stormwind over in the Dwarven District or like that. In Hearthstone there. Deer. Mining my way. Oh, there's a guard over here. Or whatever thing this
Well
is.
met.
Well met. It was here. If I was here a minute earlier, I might have got Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer. It was a real power up in one of the levels. So you like 40 attack powers a lot. I got like 16 of them. So I'm really slapping wolves. I am in Storm. What? You're in
Safe
Stormwind
travels.
Guard.
Well met.
Okay, well, they broke something.
Light
Not
bless you.
probably a feature that many people are that attentive to, but they broke something somehow. And those cards do not think they're in Stormwind. Little funny little problems. What's this? It's a weapon crafter. No, it's a blacksmith shop. Not this. Sell guns. It's the gun store, gun shop. Gun club. Oh, it's right there. I don't know why I put it before. I got a sign that says right there. Or is that what work one?
Talk to me.
Okay. Yes. Learning from a dwarf.
Off
We'll
with
need a
you.
mining pick. Miners need a mining pick for digging.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. That may be better than our present weapon, 1.5, 1.1. Yes, that is better than our present weapon. So we will be hitting things with a mining pick for a minute. It's not better than pretty much anything else, but it is better than the starting weapon. Okay, now we'll be heading back outside. We learned to mine. We gained the ability to sniff out where the best ores are, like minerals here in the tracking, and they will show up on the map. Now, we'll have our smelting and blacksmithing icons over there to that action bar turned on, so we can click on them. We can make ourselves some bracers and a vest. Everything helps. We gotta get some copper first, which that guy mentioned a mine, which is one of my favorite places. And in fact, once got a Reddit gold for writing a story of how I got stuck in there because my computer and was terrible. And caves were a lot easier because you didn't have to render the whole world around it. It was the cave, so smooth in the cave. I couldn't leave the cave or I would lag out and the game would crash. Anyway, we are heading back out there. We should also change our Hearthstone to be in Goldshire rather than the starting Northshire Abbey that starts out set.
Hey there.
Hey, mister. You look like a warrior with discerning tastes in wine.
Have a good one.
It's true. I just like a big flagon of port of Carlo Rossi. Anyhow, not barefoot bubbly, chainmail boot bubbly. Well, not bubbly. Anyway, yes, we are heading back out with our armor buff to look for some copper ore. I could go in the mine with the kobolds in it, but there are many kobolds in it, and they often come at you two at once, and I would probably die from that. So we're not going to go into the mine yet. But I know where there is some copper ore along the sort of foothills here. Usually sort of rocky areas is where you'll find the ore. Like these big ballista things, I'm like, I wish you could fire them, but when they added that in retail, wow, that would be fun. Okay, we found some copper ore already. It's going great. We're excellent at prospecting. And we will use our branding pickaxe. Another copper ore has appeared in front of us, even closer. It spawned right there. How dandy. Can we walk up to that? Yeah. It's a little hinky sometimes around the, it's not really clear when you can walk up and when you can't. Failed. We failed to mine the copper. We broke it. Failed again. This just happens when it's orange. It's a little confusing sometimes. You have a chance to fail when it's orange. And I think it goes down like the more levels you get even before it turns yellow, but anyway, like when you just learned how to mine something, like just on wow, I'm really failing a lot. This is unusual actually. Okay. Seriously. Wow. This guy is really struggling with the mining. Finally. Anyway, that should get easier. You level up one time per thing that you hit, so that was unusually hard. But we can go smelt, and that will also raise our mining level, so that will happen less. But I see another copper vein over there. I don't know in this if they turned up the rate at which resources like copper appear, but there's a lot of it. But like none of it in some places, but like tons of it elsewhere. Like mostly like a lot. Like you'll just happen upon these like 8 of them that no one seems to have touched, which in regular WoW was never the case. I don't know. People were always doing something with it. I think it's just appearing like freaking underneath me. Anyway, so normally my instinct is like, oh boy, ore. That is a reference to a children's Netflix TV show, but called Dino Trucks. But never mind about that. Let's see, got all 60 killing one of those guys. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, we're getting some copper ore here. It's easy for me to get distracted by getting all the ore that I see, because my instinct is, wow, the ore is precious. But, it's not really, like, there's a lot of it in this. At least this at the start. Like, I assume the high-level stuff people are still going after pretty intensely. So it's important for me to not necessarily be, like, following a trail of ore off into, like, wherever the heck I'm not supposed to be going. But at the same time, on an ozorb run, it doesn't really matter where you're going. Anyway. Fail. You can't really do it. You can get to level 60 in an ozorb run, but obviously you can't do dungeons by yourself. And a lot of dungeon things later on require various. Ooh, we got a tiger's eye. Require various quests to get into them or to get stuff from them, whatever. So it's not like you get, I mean, you know, it's not like you get, like, all the way to end and everything alone or anything like that. It's also, you know, quite different from the hardcore run, which is like where if you die, you're like permanently dead. Because I can't do that, I die a lot. And really, that just means like everyone just plays like the few things that's really hard to die as. It's kind of like, oh, I can't use my abilities with them. Like, okay. I forgot about that.
Need more rage.
Even though he's leveled above us. Yeah, we're messing them up. Oh, I was gonna get the rest of the experience. Oh well, I won't. Sensibles. So it'll be a little bit of copper to go back to. Or to some blacksmithing. We have 11. Okay, we can go make ourselves something or other. But yes, effective ozorbing, which is what I call it, is you know, you get slapping things, hitting things everywhere. Whenever you're walking somewhere, you see something, go get it. You know, go attack it. Now, ozorb is actually derived from brozo. It's that backwards. Wish I made that first to call the troll hunter. Because he's like a bozo. Well, it's a stupid idea. But anyway, ozorb, that backwards sounds like a very good regular orc name to my surprise. So I was quite pleased with that. You know, we don't have any bracers or anything on our chest at the moment, apparently. That's surprising. You just start with something. Just a shirtless man is what you start with in this one. Well, you have a shirt, but you don't have a chest piece. Maybe you don't start out with more stuff. You just usually get it from the early quests. Anyway, oh, a dark moon, fair fortune. Sage's fortune, number 15. What? It's not. You can't read it? Okay, I don't know what to do that. How much that's been like really valuable. Anyway. No.
Buy and trade.
Buy and trade. Yeah, take that. I'm keeping this stringy wolf meat because I think you need it for the first cooking recipes. So I have a perk there from knowing that already. I'm going to go into this lovely forge where I have smelted many copper bars on many a human over the years. And gotta leave that up and just let it smelt. So you can't like close this window or it'll stop. So you end up spinning or whatever. But you know, yeah, if you got a lot of copper to smelt, you know, you gotta get it with the water. And that's what I like about, you know, WoW to a big extent compared to other games. Is like, there's a lot of little breaks. Oh, let me go get water, let me get a drink, let me get a snack. You know, the first thing we want to do, well, maybe we won't make anything yet. Well, no, we will. We won't be jerks. We need a blacksmith. You can make, the first thing you're going to do whenever you unlock one of these, if something's orange, it means you're going to get a level up for sure. Yellow is 2/3 chance to level up. Green is 1/3. Well, it's not really, like, it's, like, it depends on what you're making a little bit, and they're not really clear about that, but it's not anything crazy. If it's orange, you're going to level up. When you unlock, you know, turning rough stone, or like the next level up is coarse stone, and you can turn it into this for a free level up, that's really good, rather than having to use the ore, which you have to use a lot more of it. But we need a blacksmith hammer, which I did not buy when I was there, but presumably get it from trade supplies over here. Baron Bowden.
Might be with you.
Yes, there's the blacksmith. Those. We're gonna make ourselves a rough copper vest, which will give us a good chunk more armor, and a copper bracers. These sharpening stones are also quite useful as well. increasing sharp weapon damage by 2 is quite good when our sharp weapon damage is 1, 2, 3. So let's throw on that armor. Got a little bit of manliness now. Maybe I should learn to make the pants too. What the heck?
Can I help you?
There's like 2 kinds of human voice. Like there's kind of shady one like this guy, and then like the normal one. So to make a copper mace, we're gonna have to be level 15 blacksmithing, and that's pretty good. That's gonna really whack people. Copper short sword, I guess we'll go with 3.8, 3.9. Why does that one do more? Whatever. We'll use that one. So we got to get it to 25 for that one. Okay, so we can make this one at 15, and it's better. That's weird. All right, I guess we'll be using that.
Have a good one.
We are not there yet, but we will make ourselves some pants. And then we will go marching off to slice some more things apart. What are those things? The bellows. You know, it's not really clear what operates the bellows. I guess it's mechanical. It's pretty advanced technology, though. I mean, medieval people did not have self-operating bellows. They had, you know, a guy standing there moving the thing up and down to blow the air across the fire. Oh, a spider.
Not enough rage.
Really whacking him now. So I have to sharpen my sword. Look at that. And, not really whacking him. A little bit of time here. I'm gonna leave the chat because it has nothing to do with us. You can rejoin by typing. Like you can leave by typing /leave5, but you can only join by typing /join world. Anyway, I like to do it sometimes for I'm not looking for a group or anything, and I'm not like having conversations with random people. So thank you. Charles get attacked by a wolf here. By a spider. Cow, perhaps. Well, I guess if it's cows, it must be pretty safe. You know, cows here, beautiful. Let's head back over this way. We're kind of hard here. If we go too much further, we'll get into. Oh no, we're already there. Let's head over this way. If we go too much further, we might get into some territory with higher level stuff, but we'll see. There's another spider. Let's sharpen our sword. Oh, I forgot to buy arrows. I bought arrows with this bow. I could pull things to me from a distance, shoot them with an arrow. I'm running over.
Need
Which is
more
useful when
rage.
there's guys that can shoot these guys. Oh, that's not right. Okay. Big deal. See, we're doing a lot more with these sword slashes. 6 to 8 to like 9 to 12. Very big deal. Anyway. Level 6 is we're going to get more stuff. We are a little short on money after paying for that blacksmithing training. So we'll have to see. We have enough. It's going to be another 1 copper each. No. We'll see. There's a lot of nice stuff in Elwyn Forest. Little houses with very interesting little people in them. I suppose I should focus on the wolves, because we need stringy wolf meat to learn to cook it, so we can learn to cook things. That's probably going to be more important for us right now than you know, the cooking skill can be a little annoying because if you don't level it up early on, then you have to go and kill a bunch of random low-level wolves to learn how to cook their low-level wolf meat, which I guess is easier than cooking high-level wolf meat. I don't really get it, but whatever. You know, like a chicken is not like a bear steak is not like harder to cook than like a chicken thigh. I mean, steak
Not
is
enough
easier to
rage.
cook. Anyway, fishing is kind of the same way. If you don't learn to fish in the lower level areas, you end up having to go back and then do it again, and it's annoying to like spend time on that instead of kind of doing it as you go along. Anyway, one thing I like is when you add, see how it's twinkling, my sword is twinkling, when you sharpen your sword, it twinkles. It's nice. Anyway, the jingle of our copper chain armor. I'm getting pretty tired. It's really tiring to talk for this long. The young wolf over there. I mean, I already did some other stuff today. I suppose if I was waking up at bright and early, starting the stream. Oh, the link wolf's attacking to help protect the young wolf. I think that's the original. They added a lot of little things that you don't think about. Like they added some boars. Like I was in a place like Brad or something, and they added like random boars walking around Brad, which I thought was funny. That's not the case in the original. And why? Someone was like, why doesn't this forest have boars in it? Well, I'll put them in. Anyway, it's nice. I would like to. I don't know anything about, or well, I know a little bit, but not enough about computer programming. Okay, good. That I don't know enough to like contribute to like putting new things into the game, other than like thinking of things that might be cool. But I think a lot of people can do that. And in fact, the quests, the writing in them, is quite good in this game. It's a lot of the time pretty indistinguishable from, oh, crap. I am so dead. Like exactly what killed me before. Maybe I ran fast enough. They didn't get to do their, like, oh, he died of bleeding, that's sad. It's still chasing me. Things will stop chasing you eventually if you run far enough. It's usually not that far. And if you have any, like, speed boost ability, it's pretty easy, or any way to slow them down. It's pretty easy to get out of anything. But a warrior doesn't really, other than, like, hamstringing each of them individually, which you need to be facing them to do. So, you kind of hamstring things and run, but you gotta be taking a few hits to do that, because it needs rage. It's not that easy. Anyway, if I had a bow, well, I have a bow. If I had arrows, I could just shoot one and come over, and the other probably wouldn't join. But forget that. We're trying to get back toward the rocky cliff area up here. So use this to charge. So we can.
Not enough rage.
We're killing wolves along the way so that we can get their meat and we can cook it. You don't really need food this early on. You regenerate health pretty quickly. But come level 15, you sort of start feel like you can't just stand there and get your health back between things. You need food, which is expensive. And I also didn't do this on Bollix because I was like, the rascally goblin. He's not gonna be like cooking dinner for himself. But he should have. As I suppose people in general should have. So I learned. Well, I already know that last lesson in real life. See, there's like a bunch of copper over there, but there's like none here. It's weird. It's weird in this game. They may not have the same rules governing where it appears as they do in regular Warcraft. But anyhow, there's some late night guys here and there. So we'll fight down with that spider. Spiders. Nasty spider goo. Oh shit. Sorry.
More
Let's try to man up here. Maybe we'll fight the wolves. Keep doing it. This is only because the copper chain armor were like these two ones at all. Plus this. And then the sword buff. So blacksmithing is real good. You're pretty boned without blacksmithing now. So playing a warrior is fun. Just playing a paladin, this would have been nothing. Heal yourself. Easy. It's pretty hard to die. You know. Their meat. tough jerky. You know. Oh, a Murloc. We'll fight him for fun. No, it's not really smart to attack Murlocs. They often have Murloc friends. But they are usually pretty easy to kill. Like, they don't have to well, some of them can heal themselves and other things. He's got a board with a nail in it. That's a Simpsons joke. Many people found the Murloc sound to be very, very funny when I was playing. Oh, there's a sort of wolf den thing here. Wolves. We're gonna head back once we're level 6. We're not very far away. So maybe we'll go around and then things here have more supplies. So we'll go up around here and then we'll go back around that. We'll get back around level 6. Going after the wolves. Up the forest. Yeah, so I was having a pretty good time on Bollocks, but goblins are fun, but I got really stuck, and I don't need that. And I'm not gonna, oh, that guy I can't fight. I'm fighting the wolves, but I gotta avoid those fellers. There's gonna be a lot of those fellers around. Probably shouldn't go this way, actually. Let's see. Hopefully there would be some ore somewhere.
Need more rage.
More ore. Oh, there's some. What? Go ahead that way. Put one of those kobolds, but it's all separate. And the kobolds, in my experience, tend to drop a pretty good amount of stuff, like gear and things. Now, like, basically, I'm so tempted to run straight over there to that copper vein, but I should do that, because probably no one's going to go get it before I get there. No, in regular mode, it's very full. It is on the, maybe on the PvE server, level 6 already. We'll get back there eventually. Maybe I'll just set it on auto run up the road. Get a drink or
Need
something.
more. Not enough rage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so I was gonna rub it before, but I didn't do that. Corpse of Monodin. Somebody died. It's very funny because if somebody dies and they don't come back to their corpse, it just sits there. I don't know how long. A long time. So people give their character funny names and then have to die on the main road, and everyone has to walk by like corpse of Stinky Man. Somebody did get the ore. Oh shoot. Okay. Well, I learned my lesson over the ore. It's busy here in the human town.
Need
Like,
more rage.
I don't know, whatever. Hopefully it'll be more ore. Wolf with no loot. We'll eat some food. I believe... Shoot. Cooking trainers in Stormwind. I should have gotten it before. Oh well. Excuse me. It's okay. Now, how people, go on talking all day without their voices getting hoarse is really a mystery to me. And you don't have that power. As you can see, I was doing some talking and singing earlier today.
Not enough rage.
But, so it's not like it's really sad. I just woke up and started playing. This is not really a character roastbeast.
Who would be talking like this?
But doing that is making worse. So we'll just go with this. Level 9. Gotta avoid that bear. Oh, she's the bear. Copper ore. Let's go straight to it. No, let's see another one. That's bad. That's gonna make me start doing that again. I had that happen there. Because really, you know, we should just another bear. That's a pig. You want to jump? Pigs are nice. In this game, pretty mean in real life. So I've heard anyway with that one. Pretty slow. Also not like bears in real life. But anyhow, this ore. We'll head down to that other ore, and then we'll fight wolves. Failed. Yeah, this Everlook Broadcasting Company thing is a big feature of TurtleWow. It's pretty funny.
Inventory is full.
Oh, my inventory is full. Let's throw away this spider limb. Spiders are annoying. They have tons of different goos and organs and limbs that they give you. Yeah, so Everlook Broadcasting Company. I'm gonna turn it on. It's like plays like music sometimes. Sometimes like random people like reading clips of like World of Warcraft books. It's like very funny. I was listening to it a lot. The music is a little bit repetitive. Like, I wish they had a larger selection of songs that they pull from. And unlike a regular radio station, they're not paying for anything, so they can play whatever. You know. You know, maybe I have a big collection of music that I've downloaded, so I could send them some, but I don't know, maybe they just want to play the things that they like over and over. It's not over and over, but if you listen to it for like 3 or 4 days, you're like, I've heard all of this before. Not like all of the like readings that they do, so I wish they maybe had more of that and less of the music or whatever. But it's fine. It's pretty funny. They have like fake ads like read by people. You know, I want to get into doing that. I've you know, done some you know, well, not, you know, I haven't actually read a Warcraft book. I was like at a used bookstore and found one, but they had like 3 copies of like the second one in like a series, so I didn't get it. It's not like Archimond or something. But maybe I should have just gotten it and read it, because I know I can read the first one later, and it's like none of it's like I know all the characters already. Anyway, you know, it was pretty good. So I like that part. And anyway, I've done some writing of that nature myself. I could read my own works. Anyway, let's get in there and make some rough sharpening stones. And is that going to get us up to 15? No, it's going to get us up to 13. Maybe. Well, I'll see if I can get up there making some stuff. Because it's still orange the rest of it. It's really nice to have a new weapon. It feels good.
Greetings.
Sell that, sell those. I need that. Collecting the stringy wolf meat. I don't drink water like I do in real life, but warriors don't drink water. They don't have mana. They don't need water. They need to be thirsty and angry.
Go with honor, friend.
Go with honor. I'm not gonna, okay, I gotta go mine some more copper, so I'm gonna get a new weapon. But I can learn, I think, those skills, and then I will be plumbed out of money. Which is, you know, the life. You gotta script and save. You gotta the ozorb thing. You know.
Be careful.
Well met.
Take my last 2 silvers to teach me how to thunderclap and to parry. Parry is not an active thing, it just gives you a chance to parry abilities. Now, I think one of the reasons WoW can look intimidating is you open the spell book, it's general, and it's a book for some reason. I don't get that. But you have all these things like attack, do all this, and it's like, you know, this is really just like you can block. Most other games, it probably wouldn't have this as like a spell, like you can block things. Shoot bow. Oh, let me go get arrows. That's important. If I can afford arrows, which I may be able to do. I think they're pretty cheap, the basic ones. Anyway, it does end up being, of course, playing this way a little difficult to afford your mount, but that's life. You also don't really need to ride anywhere because you're not riding back and forth doing stupid quests for people. Very meaningful quests, important missions for people. Anyway, but you know, where the heck do I buy arrows? Probably from that guy, as it turns out. Got me 2 times. Trade supplies.
Need help?
Maybe you can't because they don't typically.
King's honor, friend.
Like, there's no human, or maybe they added human hunter, so you should be able to. I don't know. Anyway, you talk to this horse. Horse seems to like you. Why are this horse for 50 copper? I don't have enough money. What's that do? They just ride around? Who knows? Maybe the person who sells things is in the inn. Bartender. Yes, he is in the inn. I don't know why he's.
I supply only the finest goods.
Yes.
I can't afford that.
Be
careful.
Can't afford 200. Yeah, I should get a new mouse. But anyway. So I haven't even had this one that long, that's why I'm reluctant to. It's a stupid reason, like it is not really working. But I've only had it for a year or so. So I'm upset about that. I don't really do that much clicking compared to some people. Maybe they go through the mouse every 2 months, I don't know. Anyway. We got some stuff, we got some arrows, so we can get the kobolds to come to us one by one. That's good. 7 copper. Oh, that is full of copper down there. Beautiful. I'd love to see that. But we're going to go down into the mine to get it, which is what it means when it's grayed out like that. It's underground. Or not on your present level anyway. If you were above ground, it would be it's not where you are. It's hard to keep mine. It's far in there. It's not. It's pretty small, but whatever. It's bigger than the one in the start, which I didn't go into. It doesn't have ores in it. If I hit kobolds instead of wolves for those first few levels, I would have maybe a little bit more money. Right. Pumpkin field or something over there. Perhaps. It's not really the thing it looks like, but whatever. We're gonna put our a shoot bow. You do have to add to something. Put it here for now, which I've made that one. I've bound that one action bar spot to V. It's the one I use for some reason. Good players like all of these things have different keys. They have like a mouse with like 89 buttons on it, but like I can't do that. Anyway, get him with that.
I can't do that yet.
You can't really shoot him twice before he comes as like a warrior. You're not good at shooting arrows. Like you really only ever use it to like piss someone off so he runs over to you. It's not really worth like getting it. Like if you get a bow that also gives you like strength or agility, that's like good because then it applies to everything. But the quality of your bow does not matter much. You know, it's nice if it does like a little bit more damage. But like, see if I really try, maybe I can get another arrow off on him. Yeah, I got him. Got around that like crate. Yeah, it does pretty well. It does about as much as a sword hit, but it's not like people don't really think about it. That guy's looking pretty spiffy with his red bits. Gotta be in this mine. Love being in here. Run in this mine. Not in line of sight. It's behind that pole. There's another guy. I heard a second sound. So, We got this, which makes it a little easier to fight multiple people. Makes them attack a little slower. Increases the time between their attacks by 10%. It does a little bit of damage. Ooh, a malachite. It's not really that much for us. I'm gonna be in here for quite a while, and you know, if I just like drift off and start talking, I'm like going back to my childhood of being in here. Like if I had like 2 hours a day I could play, and I would just be in here. But anyway, I ran down on those guys that were bleeding. Yeah, get thunderclap.
Need more rage.
More rage. You know, this looks a little hard, I suppose, but maybe it doesn't look hard. But you know, we're getting a little low on this. Cobalt's a pretty easy to deal with, but you know, get a shiny red apple. I maybe should have bought more food when I was in town, but it's really not too big of a deal yet. And once I get cooking, I have some wolf meat to cook. You know, there's kind of a decision between shooting an arrow to start the fight and like charging, because charging gives you rage, 9 rage. But you know, if you go over there, you might get attacked by the kobolds. So I can definitely kill him one-on-one. So the careful thing to do is just shoot an arrow. It's also good to collect some linen cloth because there's first aid, which is the only way that warriors can heal themselves in combat, other than getting a little healing from various things that they have. Like, but it's like tiny
Not
bits
enough
here and
rage.
there. And if you can stun something and then step away, you can bandage yourself, which gives you a good chunk of health back. You know, you can like hamstring it so it's slow and then like run away in the other direction and bandage and go back to fighting. You can't keep doing this because the cooldown on using the bandages, but it definitely helps. And I also did not do that on Bollocks. So, he was in a trouble for no reasons. You know, really, well, you know, it's not stuck. Like, I could just go do, like, lower-level quests to get better equipment, and then, you know, go, like, I could keep leveling easily, but I wanted to do this place that was, like, level 30-something, and I didn't want to, like, go past it and, like, not get to do it. But anyhow, here, there's so many copper ores. There's one. Let's go get that one. Oh, shit. Where'd that go? Excuse my human language. We have not lucked into getting any nice dropped items yet, but you know, we'll see how that goes. You know, you end up getting all your experience in killing things. You end up, you know, having, you know, because quests, you know, give you more, like, better stuff, but the stuff that you get is predetermined. Versus if you get all your experience from, hear the sound of snoring. It's not me, obviously. Anyway, I hope that's not too bothersome, or, well, whatever it is. I have a right to sleep. Oh, a scroll of protection, that's handy. I'm just gonna leave the spring water. We don't need that. It sells for 1 copper a piece. I'm gonna keep that scroll of protection because this is a pretty easy area to go around it. You know? But I may just give myself space in my backpack. Anyhow, you know, it's also a little tough in terms of getting bags because, you know, at the Roman I only have this. There's like slots. You can get more bags, which I do not have. I don't know. They're strapped to your belt and stuff. But is there a copper over here? Looks like there should be. sometimes it's just not there. Like it spawned under the ground or it's glitched or something. So don't try to get too close. There. Oh crap. Okay. We're gonna use that on ourselves. Let's roll the protection. That. Might be dead though. Yeah. We shouldn't use the protection. We will die. And now we will not have it. Okay. Cool. Well, let's kill one. Ouch. Okay. Not pretty far away from that. Now, yeah. Gotta be careful. Don't get too many kobolds on your butt. I should have been careful and pulled the arrows, and then I wouldn't be wasting my time going back to my coins. But anyway, what did I say? I'm distracted by dying. Turtlewow is very fun, but if you're playing it, or if you're not playing anything, you should play it. I wish you would play it, so that I would play it with more of them. And if you are worried about not being good at it and people being upset with you, I will not be upset, because I am also not very good at it. And if I am the group leader and someone is, I will boot them. So worried about that.
Need more raids.
Maybe we'll be close.
Not enough raids.
Okay. So this is thunderclap things. 10% reduction in their attack speed doesn't feel like much, but it's more than you think. Okay, I'm gonna stop charging things. This is getting me into trouble. I'm gonna be very careful. Let's just slap them with my arrows. Shoot them with arrows. Ooh, a mining shovel. Cannot use that, but it would be funny if I could. Let's eat an apple. I could eat an apple in real life right now, but I can't get up and walk away. Or you won't be hearing what I'm saying. Now, how much time am I in here? I'm at an hour 30. That's not bad. I don't feel too bad, considering. I haven't really done this before. I don't really get, watching. Oh, there's two of them again because they were standing close to each other. So let's get the thunderclap. I never really got into playing. I got into watching game videos or streams or whatever. But there's like a few people I think are funny, but I always feel like I would just rather not play the game. But I think I had a lot of people growing up who taught me various things about how to play various games. So. And I had a good computer or whatever, so I could just, I didn't have any, I could just play the games. And the nice thing about WoW, compared to, whatever games people might be playing, Battlefield 75,
Need more raids.
is that because it's an old game, the requirements are really not very much. You can play it on pretty much like any laptop they made since like 2010. Not like a Chromebook or whatever, because you can't like install programs, but any regular laptop, Mac, Linux, Windows, that'll work. Well, actually, I don't know if TurtleWow works on Mac, or I think with Linux it's a little hinky, so maybe not, but whatever. You can play with pretty much anything, which is good, because I think a lot of people now they think they need a quote-unquote gaming PC
That
to play
ability
games,
isn't
and that's
ready yet.
really only true for like really new ones. Like, if you're playing a game like World of Warcraft that came out in 2004, it'll be fine. You know, you might have to play on lower settings or whatever. Like I'm playing on the lowest settings right now, and I don't really notice the difference. I don't mind the settings thing. I'm not really that much about like, oh, the graphics. I can't seem to like hair on my ass. But anyway, we gotta resharpen our sword. That doesn't go away when you die, but just expired time. Anyway, you also have to learn how to remember to smell the minerals. Open your nose to the minerals. Again. Sharpen. Nice. Okay. Right, that one. Couldn't find that one that was there. Slicing our way through this part. Stop saying slapping. We're almost level 7. So that's pretty good progress. I mean, if you know, we'd be going twice as fast if I sat in the tent and got the rest of the experience. I'm gonna go down that way. So it'd be like level like 11 or 12 or something. It takes 4 experience like per level, which is generally how most games work, I suppose. But pretty quick to get the first few levels. And if I was doing quests, I'd be like level like 14 already. Like that's kind of crazy to think about. No, I don't know if it'd be that fast. Well, the thing is that this is not that much slower than doing quests, and it's basically faster than doing quests in anything but like the most efficient way. Like it's pretty surprising. Quote unquote grinding is a pretty good way to level up in classic, regular classic, and in this. And you know, I'm not very efficient when I do quests. I'm like, oh, this one's funny, let me do it, and like, you know, I'm like, this one's stupid, let me not do it, even though I'm very good. You know, so I'm probably generally going a lot slower than this when I am doing quests. It's kind of corpse of Leonhard. People are dying in here. I'm not gonna die. I can't say anything. I don't know if it's a paladin or a warrior. He's got a cape on. I guess it's a paladin. He's probably a warrior if he died. You know, what was I saying? Playing for a while, and let's go home and look for ore in the mines. I don't know, their mine shovel. Yeah, the kobolds sometimes drop ore themselves out of the spring water. Let's shovel and throwing some of this stuff out because we need space for ore.
I can't do that yet.
Ore is what we need. There's gold too, especially kobolds at level 8.
Need more.
Kill us. I don't think so. He is for a quest, which I'm not doing, of course. Maybe we already die.
Not enough rage.
Oh, I didn't realize that last time I revived outside the mine, which, oh shoot, he did kill us. Which you can, because you're close to your corpse when you're above ground, you can do that. But then you have to fight your way all the way back in. Whereas if you go in as a ghost and then come back to life, you'll be there where you died. Now, I'm a little surprised that I died to those guys, but I do basically have all the starting equipment, except for my copper chain stuff that I made myself. So my weapon is pretty bad at the moment. Pretty much, like, the second weapon you get is like 2.5 times as strong. Doesn't mean you immediately do 2.5 times as much damage, but I'd be doing a lot more. But as soon as I get that copper mace, I should be really whacking up with it. Once my guy learns how to use a mace. But I can get to 15, and then I need however much the copper mace takes to make. So I'm pretty close to being able to smith it once I get out of this mine. And get a few copper ores and then hack my way out. And I should be able to make that mace, and then have a good thing to whack people with. Anyway. Right, I was talking about the efficiency, the time efficiency of leveling up by just hitting things compared to doing quests. Right, and doing quests, unless you're doing it really efficiently, like go here, do these, do that on the way, and then do this and that, and like line everything up. It is not actually that, like, you end up doing a lot of walking. You know, unless you're using one of the, like, a guide that says, like, do this quest here and this quest here and then do that, and, like, tells you all this. Oh, shit, he respawned. Okay. Can I kill these guys? I don't know. Maybe if I fight Goldtooth first. Try that. Another thing I could do, which I maybe should have done, is like build up rage on something that's weaker, and then go and unleash your rage on Goldtooth, and I would have battle tie up, and etc. So no, I'm
Not enough rage.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die. Wow, that was stupid. Okay, that's a little tough. We're gonna have to fight that one back there, get angry, and then take it out on Goldtooth. Is basically what we're gonna have to do in order to get that, to kill him and get that copper ore that he's guarding. Or maybe we should just not. And we can go around the other way and get some different copper ore. That might be the sensible thing to do, but I will man up and try to well, I'll roast beast up and try to get that ore a second time. Getting really angry by hitting someone else. Like, you basically want to not use abilities while fighting something else, and then, like, eat food to get back to full health really fast before your rage depletes from being calm and not hitting anything. And then go right at the other guy, and then unleash all of your, like, you can just, you know, thunderclap and put the rend on them, and then use, like, the heroic strike and whatever, and you don't have to wait for it to build up. You can really take the put the hurt on them. So that's probably what he died to, Goldtooth. Anyway, when you revive, you're at usually half health, so you can get a bit of a pickle if there's like people around. But these guys are pretty good originally. Can't be this guy that we're gonna have to use abilities not to die with this guy. But maybe Goldtooth won't come over if I shoot that kobold while just gonna sit. You heal faster when you're sitting. Because kobold kind of walks back and forth. He's gonna walk over here, right, and then maybe Goldtooth won't come. They're still pretty close together. I don't know. We're gonna try the strategy of getting. Oh, now there's two guys here, so I can't do it here. Just gonna have to get back at it with my abilities. Oh crap!
Need more rage.
We're gonna die again. Oh, small black pouch, small black pouch. This changes everything. Frick this linen cloth. Yes, I looted it. Okay. That's huge. Wow, that's so lucky. Okay. I can't do that when I'm dead. Whatever. That's fine. Pardon my Azeroth thing again, I think, from before. You know. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get pouches when you're ozorbing. So, getting one is pretty lucky. Because otherwise you usually get a few from quests, and then you get a few from luck. But you have the quest ones anyway, if you don't have any luck. But I got real lucky and got one pretty fast. So now we can carry around more stuff. 2 minutes until resurrection. Okay, well, yeah, we can't keep doing that. I'm not going to try to fight Goldtooth until I have some better stuff, which is a little lame of me, perhaps, because I think it was doable, but I am dying too much in here. And I should not spend my time trying to do some difficult things on the 7. Not necessarily when there will be other difficult things to do if I want 40 seconds till I resurrect. It's embarrassing. Like, if you keep dying over and over, it basically takes longer and longer. Like, these are my skeletons. When you revive, like, you go from being a corpse like that, which there I am, and it turns into a skeleton that sticks around for a while, so you can, like, see if a bunch of people died at the same place, or if one guy died a bunch of times. Like, being incautious, you know, I've been playing incautiously, not just arrowing everything over to me, which is the smart thing to do. You know, I don't know why I'm getting tired and I'm making bad decisions because I'm up kind of late at this point. It's almost 1 in the morning. It's not very late, but I've been talking for a really long time, which is not something that I have a lot of practice at, which I suppose does. Perhaps my lung muscles will get stronger, and I won't find it so tiring to be doing so much stuff. I can't do combat. Okay, I'll do that in a second. I was just about full up. Ooh. Now the linen cloth I threw away to grab that, which is good that I did because you see that's gone. It might still be here if I had to wait, but if I was standing there, well, I had the 2-minute resurrection timer, so it might have disappeared while I was waiting here to revive. Then I would be real mad if I knew that was there and didn't loot it. I would be crazy. So thank God I got that off. Quick clicking. It's not a big deal either way. They're like 2 silver from the vendor, but I'm not doing that. I just walked up his face again rather than using arrows that I would.
Need more rage.
He should be mad. To his death. Ouch. Pierce armor on. It's also funny, like sometimes you can just get unlucky and like the enemies will actually use their abilities, which they don't always do. Like sometimes they're just feeling chill or something. And they will actually do the pierce armor, and then you'll be like, why am I dying so fast? And it's like, well, it felt like using something. Or you still had like an enemy ability on you from like the last fight that you didn't notice because it only happens like 1 out of 5 times. Anyway, no, you got me. I wish, and maybe it does in this, nice copper ore. Oh right, smell the copper. Oh right, it spawned. Did it disappear? No, I got it. I'm going crazy. See how tired I am. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that one. It's one over by Goldtooth that we can't kill. But I think we might have enough to make ourselves base. Maybe some other stuff. So we'll see. I almost recharged too. Like a fool. Yeah, we don't have a talent point. We're not level 10 yet, but I'm excited to do Fury Talents because they'll give you more critical hits, which is fun. There's a few things about it that I'm not sure about, but we'll see. If I don't like it, I guess I will switch out of it to arms or to be a tank or something like that. Protection, rather. Which is also a thing that warriors can do in addition to. Oh, yay!
Not enough rage.
Wait, I should be in here mining the copper. She put a big Goldtooth. Mining up her copper mining or whatever, I assume.
Need
Nice.
more rage.
Give us 8 fortitude.
Not enough rage.
That was a big kill. Got him. So there are some people trading up their mining on the low-level stuff, taking the copper ore from poor guy who needs a sword because of died of gold tooth. Anyway, it's slashing. It's a little unlucky we haven't gotten a random new weapon by this point, because even like a gray one would definitely outdo the basic starting one. And humans start out able to use quite a number of shoot, was the hidden one? Quite a number of weapons. Okay, I don't hit. That was okay. Oops, shouldn't have wasted. That's a good thing was to attack me. We started able to use axes, maces, swords, a lot of things. Not any two-handed things, but we could get any of those and then we could use it, but we haven't had that luck, which is fine. I think we can go make a get that copper that's up there. Wish I couldn't see from underground. I would think you would hear a great out thing above ground, but I don't know. It's a little further away from the mine than I thought. The scaling of the mine map, I'm not sure scales exactly. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. Like, it might be a little different. It's probably coming for this ore. Ow. What the heck did he come from? Thanks for your help, Mr. Dwarf. Call. You can mine, unless it's turned yellow, I'm not failing anymore. You can mine a mining rock, an ore node, 2 to 4 times, and then it will disappear. You get 1 ore each time and random other stuff. Make a lot of rough sharpening stones now. We get all the way up to 20. If it doesn't turn yellow at 15, which it might. Anyway, we're gonna get a mace. We're gonna get a mace. I'll jump for joy. You really come to value. I am stuck. Oh my god, I have become stuck between a fence and a large wheel. Okay, this is very silly. Okay, I got out. Thank God. And it's good that I got out because I did not set my Hearthstone to Goldshire like I should have. So I've gone back to the starting. Let me do that now, and then I won't have to worry about that. And if I get stuck or deep in the mine, simply.
You need something?
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler.
See you around.
For blessing of the inn. That I can return to with a special dock. 7, about level 7, and
What can I help you with?
sell my shovels. That's a nice 47 copper from each of those. Create sharpening stones. Working on those sharpening stones. Working the turn. I don't know. How do you make? I guess you make one sharp stone with another stone. I don't know. It doesn't say what you use to make it. You know, these guys sell some stuff, for example, but it's pretty expensive. Like, it's like all, well, it's not, but it's like all the money we have right now anyway. So, it's like a little better than the stuff I made myself, actually. But it's not, like, amazing. Yes, let us learn how to make
the Alliance.
A
Greetings.
Nice. We're gonna be whacking people so hard in, like, the face. We need 1 more copper. That's painful.
For the Alliance.
Darn. Okay. Crap. I can't. Oh no, wait. I have 12 more. But never mind. I can make a mace. I can make lots. Okay. Making the copper. Making the mace. Yeah. And then we'll well, we can't use our sharpening stones anymore. We'll have to use a weight stone, which is a different thing. But we will be hitting them significantly harder than we were. The rule of thumb for the crafting skills is that, you know, you don't want to fall, like if you forget to do your blacksmithing, you will, you know, be making stuff that's much lower level than yourself. Like this is for level 4 and I'm level 7, which is, I mean, that's almost twice that, but that's only a difference of 3, which is kind of fine. It's not that far off. You know, weak flux.
What can I do?
Blacksmithing supply item.
Go with honor, friend.
Which costs, well, so the trade supplies guy over there. Rather than, there's no blacksmithing supplies guy here, which there is sometimes.
What are you looking for?
Places. Weak flux. Thank you. So it's a third of our money. One of our 3 silver pieces. We're gonna make that copper mace. Nice. 3.9. The thing we have now is, by the way, 1.1. So that's a big upgrade.
Who's honor, friend?
Worth nothing either. So great. I can also go and find the wolf meat guy. We don't need these anymore for the moment. I think the cooking guy is in the inn somewhere. Maybe in the back. Yes.
Hello.
He's holding bread. I just cook.
See you later.
To make charred wolf meat delicious. Cooking the chicken in our thing there. While I set that to go, I like the in music. You know, it's nice. I like the ins. For sure. People go out of the ins instead of tent in front of Stormwind. But, whatever. Like, why not just make the thing restore as fast at an inn if you're gonna have a tent where you can do it? Mr. Turtlewow people. Why, please don't make everyone sit in one tent. Always be in their inns that are beautiful and have a nice sound. That would actually make the inns like really like exactly like an inn. Like you go in it for like 10 minutes and you talk and buy the drinks and whatever, and then you get your rested experience and you go back out on your missions rather than arrow gathering a little tent outside the city, which people end up talking there. It's funny, but it doesn't really make sense. We could level this up more, but we're just gonna save the copper ore because we can still get levels out of just making rough stone.
Can I help you?
Unless there's something really good we can get at level 20 there. Which is, there's an axe, which is just as good as what we just made. Copper chain boots, that's okay. That one's at 25. Oh, and then, well, at 25 we're going to make rough grinding stones, which is another use for rough stones. So we're just going to be using stone for a while. Anyway, we got some charred wolf meat. We may end up just selling the jewels. We don't really need them for that much. Oh, let me get a fortune. Oh, I can't. Several hours. Oh no. I guess you can't get another. Like you have to live the whole 2 hours, or you like end up without it for a while. Okay. Well, we're heading back to that mine. You know, I mean, I maybe should change it up a little in terms of what I'm doing. And, like, there's not that many places to get ore around here. So it's just kind of like back to this mine. You know, spider. Now I gotta train up my mace using. You see that's what it's doing down in the corner here. It doesn't like this skill thing, you know, if you don't use it, like it doesn't go up. And you gotta you know, hit things to get it to go up. It's pretty quick at this level to train up something you've never used before, but if you're like level got another green gem from the spider. He's holding in his mandibles. If if you're high level and you get a new kind of weapon you never used, it's kind of a heck and a half to miss. It takes forever to use it because you have to train it all the way up to 200 mace skill. But anyhow, that's oh, I got some disciples bracers. I don't really have any. Oh no, I have copper bracers. I don't need those. Whatever. They're cloth. If I didn't have anything on it, better than nothing. Not really seeing any ore at the moment. Cleaned out by that lady. But the kobolds are still good to kill because they can give you ore. Although not rough stone, which is really what we need, but not that big a deal. We're gonna start we're just gonna keep, I'm doing some good hits now. Look at the size of those hits. I haven't even made, rough weight stones yet, so there we go. Let's see here. We're after kobolds. Those are alright to attack. So what else? I can make an herb-baked egg. I don't know where you get a small egg. So boar meat and wolf meat. I can fight boars and wolves. And, along this rocky area is kind of where I want to be. Up here. Kind of check around and see where the ore is. That piece boom. Can work my way back up this way. It's generally better as a warrior to be fighting humanoids because animals have a lot of armor. The boar has very thick skin, and so they have a lot of health. So they take a lot of slapping to. I just have to stop saying that. They take a lot of fighting to get down. They don't really have abilities, and they don't usually help each other. So it's kind of good in that way, but it takes a while. So you really want to be kicking the heck out of humanoid creatures. And we're back in there, but that might be the one that's glitched. Now if she can't get that one either, then it certainly is glitched. Like the one before. Who knows? And especially when there's casting NPCs like mages, there's usually very low armor, so they'll go down very quickly to a warrior. But on the other hand, if you get attacked by multiple ones and then one's hit you in the back, well, you hit the other, then you can die pretty easily. Because you don't have much resistance against magic as a warrior. Well, other people don't really have more magic resistance per se, but they have more things they can do in general. You don't have much to do with someone shooting crossbows at your behind as a warrior, basically. Walking over there real slow. So yeah, I've said a lot of things. We're just past 2 hours in here. This is really tough. And this is kind of just me talking while doing things that are not that important. That's kind of the point. I'm gonna cut myself off here, I guess, once I get to level 8. Get into this territory again with level 9 guys, but maybe with our fancy new mace we can put the bottom on them.
Not enough rage.
Get him. Yeah, we're doing pretty well.
Need more rage.
It's probably not necessarily a good idea because this is pretty tough. If there was a second one lurking around, I would probably be dead. But not a problem for now. What the heck was that? Saw something. My mouse. I got my mouse over. Oh, it's turtlewow. Yeah, we could fight those guys, I guess, but they don't really give us ore or wolf meat or whatever, so we'll do some wolves on their way up to might think, you know, well, this looks a little boring, you know, you're not getting to do, you know, the quests or whatever. But I'm pretty much doing everything I would be on the quests. You know, first is part of the game. You know, you gotta make your own quests. You know, my quest right now is get that copper vein over there before that person around getting all the copper before that. It's in the lake. There was also a fair amount of ore in lakes. I don't know why, but I guess otherwise, like, other than maybe some bones. So there's ore in the lake. There's also herbs that are in the water sometimes. But herbs are pretty much everywhere. Well, I haven't done that much herb thing. It's just a basic murloc. Just a regular old murloc. Not any kind of special. Where's the ore? So there's 3 ore that no one can really get. There's a lot of those. It's different. Like there's more. There was always a fair number of ghost ore that you could see, but you couldn't get. And eventually they would like. I don't know if that's really truly the case here. Let's see it up there. Oh, maybe it's down there. Just blocked by the rock fall off there. Yes. It's playing too soon. It's not really complaining, but anyway. Yeah, you know. I'm gonna go here. It's 2 in the 1 in the morning where I am. 2 hours in. And I'm gonna get under that tent from before, and then I'm gonna log off for a while. Night, as one does, and then maybe I will continue this. Whoa, that is so lucky to get that. Huh. Dirty old ring. Well, actually, I forgot. I'm not just making this up on the spot, I swear. One thing I did do on the Ozorb run was that if it was a quest that starts from something that, like, drops from somebody, like, there's a number of beasts where you, like, kill them and, like, you get their, like special horn, and it's, like, turn this into the, like, hunter captain for a reward for killing him. And it's not like a quest, like, where the guy's like, oh, kill him. You just happen upon him and then, like, turn in his, like, magic horn. I was doing those once, but not, like, any follow-up thing. You see, no quests. My quest book is spider ribbon. But we'll start that one. You found this scuffed ring between the webbing of a murloc's fingers. Something about it calls out to you, compelling you to place it in your pocket as though its appearance belies its true value. You try to shine it on your armor, but the muck and dirt only spreads with every wipe. You are certain this ring has far more to it than meets the eye, that it is possessed of magic. You decide to take the ring to someone with knowledge of the arcane for examination. Ask around Gold Sheeter. Sure. That dirty old ring. You can also put it on. Put on that gross ring with murloc slime on it. My big human hands. Enormous arms, doesn't he? Ew. No titles. Just roastbeast. Oh, copper ore. You should watch that. No, you shouldn't watch that shit. Dino Trucks. It's for like the little 6-year-olds. But like, I watched one episode. It was very funny. It's like a kind of like T-Rex construction equipment man. Well, it's like a T-Rex construction equipment, like we're like, you know, like a digging shovel T-Rex creature, and they're all like that, and they like T-Rexes and Stegosauruses or whatever. It's like, so it's like the Land Before Time, like plus Bob's Builders. Sort of. Bob's Builders. Bob the Builder. Bob is kind of furniture builders. Anyway, and he like goes around on his construction vehicle wheels, and he's like, "Oh boy, ore!" And he like shoves rocks into his mouth. It's like really like, it's really goofy. Like I'm not like it's a literal children's show. Like it's for like 5-year-olds. But like I'm surprised it's kind of not like a meme because it's very silly. Oh boy, ore. Another thing you may hear me say is teamwork, teamwork, that's what counts, which is from a very old cartoon, which is also for children, I suppose, called Underdog, and which is said by a two-headed dragon, not Zack and Wheezy from Dragon Tales. And it's not a nice two-headed dragon. They're like, damn it, there she is! Darn, she's really up and about it. Getting the ore that would be mine. Whatever. There's plenty. There's been plenty to go around. Got copper ore. Got more sharpening stones to make. Or I'm gonna make weight stones actually. But anyhow, I need to get some linen cloth, so I need to go back to those mines and deal with some more of those kobolds. Anywho, yes, I am under the tent. We are two sleeping there, sitting down. So I say, what a hard day of smacking kobolds. Anyway, got a turtle, green raptor, John. It's pretty cool. Impersonate snakes. It's fun. Something else that's nice about a private server is you can get a name that's like normal and it's not like really just like regular letters and like a normal word. Well, that's gross. You know, on WoW servers that have been around for a while, like every normal combination of letters is like taken. Like you're not gonna get like snakes. Anyway, like you sit with the name Snakes, you're like, wow, that guy's been playing for like 30 years probably. Anyway. You know, I'm sure roastbeast is taken long ago. Anyhow. Alright. It's hard to cut this off. But yeah, so that's this sort of imported cheese style. You know, call it an introduction to World of Warcraft, turtlewow, and ozorbing. Which I've done it on warriors both times, but it's not you wouldn't have to do it only on a warrior. Of course. Okay. So, good night for now.